you expect here at Culbertson Memorial Hospital. We continue to remain committed to our care promise. What is our care promise? Care that proves to our customers
(217-773-3851).
At Brown County State Bank, our interest is in the students of our community. We think it's important to reward students for their hard work. With our Hoorays for A program, students can earn cash for their savings account. Plus, the students in school will be entered into an annual grand prize contest. Stop in the Brown County State Bank for Hooray for A's rules. Brown County State Bank, 101 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, member FDIC, and equal opportunity lender.
Stacey Rat back with you on the pregame, brought to you by Scranton Heating and Cooling. Call the Comfort Man at 217-773-2626 or on the web at comfortman.com. They bring you the pregame. The teams are starting to take their time on the field. With that, we'll be back with the starting lineups and the keys to the game after these messages.
At All About Dance and More LLC, these are our core values. Perseverance by all studio members to put forth good effort to achieve goals. Innovative creation of original and unique learning environments. Fierce energy and community that builds student happiness, self-esteem, quick learning, and bold relationships. Integrity and investment in quality professional work where trust and high morals are practiced. Commitment to the studio family with loyalty, responsibility, and high expectations to create a lifelong appreciation for the AADM journey.
Are you looking to start a career or just looking for a change? B&N Trucking offers many different driving options, ranging from home every night to home on the weekends. Apply online at bnntrucking.net or call us at 217-289-3555 to see what fits your needs. B&N Trucking, a family-owned local trucking company.
Brown County is a rural area, a little over 300 square miles. In a small community, you need somewhere where people can come and get access to materials.
The Brown County Public Library, this new library, will be a central space that really links our communities.
This new library is free access for everyone, all people within Brown County.
We can't do it without you.
This is your library.
Please donate.
Meet me at the library.
Main Street Repair and Terry Ham have the reputation of being the best at front-end alignments in the area. With 20 years of experience, Terry is the person that customers and auto repair professionals refer their friends and customers to. But alignments are not the only thing that they do at the Main Street Repair. They repair steering and suspension issues, install leveling and lift kits, repair and replace brakes and tires, do oil changes, as well as minor engine and miscellaneous repairs. Main Street Repair at 216 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Call for your appointment today at 217-773-3848. Once again, that's 217-773-3848.
Why you should want to drive for Dodd, because Dodd is the best company out there. It's hands down.
I feel like the 4-on 4-off schedule is like one of the best schedules to have to work and still have free time.
Dodd has given me the opportunity, put it in front of me, and all I had to do was jump on it. Been happy ever since.
It's been a fantastic ride.
At Henry Automotive, they believe in honest, hometown service. They have the latest in technology and tools and are equipped for any job. So, whether it's an oil change, scheduled maintenance, a check engine light, or a major repair, Doug and Darren Henry, your ASE certified mechanics, are standing by to get you back on the road. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690 East Street, Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road. Drive 1.8 miles and look for the big blue and yellow sign. Call Henry Automotive at 773-9066. Once again, that's Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
This is Tracy Hendricker with the Hendricker Funeral Home in Mount Sterling. On behalf of our entire family, we wish the best of luck to all the Hornet teams this season. Jamie and I have always been so proud of the athletic programs in the Brown County School District, which was such an important part of our own children's formative years. We are honored and humbled to have served so many families in Brown County and pledge to continue the tradition of assisting families with the dignity and compassion our community deserves. Thank you, and go Hornets!
West Central Bank wishes each of the district all-star teams good luck. Why not bank where you're more than a number? You're a member of a family. At West Central Bank, we pride ourselves in great customer service, having a friendly, helpful staff, and products to fit your needs. Visit any of our locations in Ashland, Beardstown, Rushville, and Springfield to see how we can help you achieve your financial goals. West Central Bank, banking for your future, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Steve Surratt with you on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more, as we head into the second game of the night of the 11 and 12 district in Little League Baseball. We've got Tri-County and Beardstown for you in this contest. Tri-County will be the visitors in this ballgame. Pregame's brought to you by Scranton Heating and Cooling, 217-773-2626, or find them on the web at comfortman.com. You need to make sure your air conditioning's up to par for our July and August months here in Brown County. Starting lineups brought to you by Dodd Transportation. If you're looking for any kind of driving job, part-time, full-time, 4 days a week, whatever you're looking for, you need to go to drivefordot.com, and they now also have a driving school if you're looking at getting your CDL. So for Tri-County, their batting order looks like this. Ben Bangert will be catching bat first. Charlie Rogie will bat second place center. Cooper Edinger will be the pitcher, bat third. Your fourth place hitter, Hunter Ballinger, will bat sixth. Jacob Browning will be the fifth place hitter, and he'll be in left field. Blaine Vortman will be your right fielder and bat sixth. Hayden Johns will be your third baseman. He'll bat seventh. Your eighth place hitter, Daxton Liddig, and he'll play second base. Nolan Wearies will be the first baseman for Tri-County. I'm Tri-County, sorry for all the fans out there. For Beardstown tonight, your pitcher will be Nate Stanbaugh. He'll be the pitcher. Caleb Surratt behind the plate. Tyson Little at first. DeWade Gaffney at second base. Your third baseman will be Austin Thurman. Carter Ross will be your shortstop. Left fielder will be Brady Hardwick. Center fielder, Kellen Brown. And your right fielder, P.J. Swan. That is your starting lineups, brought to you by Dodd Transportation. Make sure you get online and go to drivefordot.com. If you're looking for a driving job or looking for a career change, check into the Dodd Driving School. Drivefordot.com. Keys to the game brought to you by Blessing Health Systems. Fast, convenient, safe health care. No appointment needed. The Blessing Express Clinic at 34th and Broadway in Quincy. You don't even have to get out of your car. Learn more at blessinghealth.org/express clinic. Blessing.org/express clinic. With that, we'll take a break, and we'll be back after these messages.
Banks are involved in every aspect of our daily lives. They support us as we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like purchasing that new car, opening a small business, buying or building a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. Bank with a partner you can trust and count on. Farmer State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling. Locally owned, locally operated, locally dedicated. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
St. Mary's School offers an excellent education, special activities, affordable tuition, and after-school care in a loving, faith-based family atmosphere. All students, kindergarten through 8th grade, are one-on-one, which means each student has their own iPad. If 5 or more students commit to attend St. Mary's School from Rushville and or Beardstown, St. Mary's can provide free transportation to and from school. It's not too late to register. Call Melissa at 217-773-2825 to schedule a tour today.
Hi, Chad Yingling here with Yingling and Nissen Insurance.
And Mike Yingling, also with Yingling and Nissen Insurance. Tell me about home and auto packages. It looks like we've had some companies with pretty competitive rates here the last few months.
We've done a lot of quotes here in the last few weeks. I've saved anywhere from $600 to even $1,200 off their annual premium. Been doing really well and saving people a lot of money and providing them excellent coverage.
Pretty competitive on the home and auto stuff if people want to quote.
We'd love to take a look at your stuff, give you a quote, and hopefully save you a bunch of money.
Give us a call at 217-773-3397.
When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsville is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsville, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you looking for an organization that changes lives both physically and emotionally? The Mount Sterling Community Center YMCA can help. Busy parents love the variety of activities for the whole family and our on-site childcare. We offer scholarship assistance and great options to fit any budget. Kickstart your new healthy routine with our group classes like yoga and Zumba. As a nonprofit organization, we pride ourselves on making a positive impact, not only in individuals, but also our community. We hope you'll join us at the Mount Sterling YMCA. Your future self will thank you.
NAPA know-how. Hello, Earl Flack for your locally owned McCain NAPA Auto Parts store in Mount Sterling, Illinois. Let's talk about $20. $20 is $20. A $20 rebate when you buy a NAPA AAA or Legend Premium battery. Also a $20 rebate if you buy a NAPA oil, air, or cabin air filter, any select numbers you want. NAPA Seafoam on sale for $8.49. NAPA oil on sale, full synthetic, high mileage, NAPA chemicals. Get the good stuff with NAPA know-how, and thank you for your business.
Back with you on BC 100 Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. Tonight, the Brown County 9 and 10-year-olds won in Beardstown 10-0. Congratulations to them. Winner here in the first game was Rushville over Macomb 6-5 in the 11 and 12-year-old boys baseball action. We'll have this whole tournament for you this week and through the holidays. So stay tuned tomorrow night, or hopefully yet tonight. My wife might make the ball game and give me a counterpart here to what's going on. But we're glad to be here and be a part of the Little League. A little later getting started with Little League this year. Normally we do Memorial Day and get started with Memorial Day. But guess what? Memorial Day, our baseball team was playing in the Super Sectional. So guess what? We made the trek to Springfield to do the Super Sectional. Brown County boys ended up second in the state. And so we are glad for them and glad for baseball in Brown County. I understand the Little League here has got quite a few teams, and so we're excited about that. Let's give you the starting lineups. Again, brought to you by Dodd Transportation. Go to drivefor.com. For Tri-County, Ben Bangert will be the catcher, bat first. Charlie Rogie will play center and bat second. Cooper Edinger will be the pitcher and bat third. Hunter Ballinger will be the shortstop and bat fourth. Jacob Browning will be the left fielder and bat fifth. Sixth place hitter will be Blaine Vortman. He'll be in right field. Hayden Johns will be your third baseman and bat seven. Eighth place hitter Daxton Littig. He'll bat fourth. And Nolan Wearies, he'll play second and bat eighth. Your ninth place hitter Nolan Wearies, he'll play first. On the other side of the ball, your pitcher for tonight for Beardstown will be Nate Stanball. Your catcher will be Caleb Surratt. First baseman Tyson Little. Second baseman DeWade Gaffney. Your third baseman Austin Thurman. Carter Ross. Your shortstop. In left field Brady Hardwick. Your center fielder will be Kellen Brown. And your right fielder, P.J. Swan. Keys to the game, and I forgot to go over those. Those are brought to you by Blessing Health Systems. If you think it may be a heart attack or a stroke, stop thinking and start dialing 911. Quick action can save a life. And so with that, let's see what we have here. Keys to the game, number one, pitching. You don't want to walk people. They end up being runs. In the field, you don't want to make errors. We saw in the last game, made runs. And then lastly, both teams last game put the bat on the ball. When you put the bat on the ball, put it in play, lots of different things can happen at that point. And so you need to put that bat on the ball. With that, we'll take another station break. We'll be back with BC Hornet Sports after these messages.
A collision with your vehicle can be stressful on its own. You don't need more stress dealing with the Auto Body Shop. Mowen Auto Body and owners Chuck and Brandy Mowen can help take the stress out of the process. Chuck brings over 24 years in the auto body business and is iCar certified. Mowen Auto Body, 149 Main Street, Mount Sterling, Illinois. Call 217-773-2127. Mowen Auto Body, the quality of yesterday with the knowledge of today, the right choice in collision repair.
4th of July savings are going on now at Sleep Tight. Stay cool this summer with the Breeze lineup of Tempur-Pedic mattresses. $500 off right now. Savings continue at Sleep Tight with up to $400 off of select Stearns & Foster mattresses and up to $200 off of select Sealy Hybrid mattresses. Free delivery, free setup, free removal, and 0% interest for up to 5 years. So get to the 4th of July sales event at Sleep Tight in Quincy, Jacksonville, or Macomb now.
Sleep Tight.
Sleep Tight.
Mitsubishi Ductless Systems give you individual room control and allergen filtration with no ductwork, so you can be as comfortable as you want anywhere in your home. The Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling can help you design a Mitsubishi system for your new addition, remodeling project, your man cave, or she shed. Call Scranton Heating and Cooling today to come and evaluate the best options available to you. The Comfort Man, 217-773-2626, or on the web at comfortman.com. The Mount Sterling IGA, a small-town grocery store that offers our community the selection, variety, and prices found in larger markets. By maintaining our hometown proud attitude by offering convenience and customer service second to none. Looking for lunch? Check out the deli for daily lunch specials and homemade salads. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 to 9 p.m., Sunday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Mount Sterling IGA, 200 Pittsfield Road, Mount Sterling, Illinois, a proud sponsor of Brown County students in athletics. Casting.
We'll be back with Casting Lumber Company. The pregame's been brought to you by the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling. Give them a call, 217-773-2626, or on the web at comfortman.com. She can have mine, Kent. So, got my lovely wife here. She'll get a headset on. I have some help for this second ball game. She'll be my partner for the rest of the weekend. Up for Brown County, or for Tri-County, will be Nate Stanball, Kellen Brown, and Carter Ross. And the first pitch to him is, or second pitch is a ball, or 1-1. Up. Okay, yeah, I do. It'll be Ben Bangert, Charlie Rogie, and Cooper Edinger as the guys get me straight here on the right people up to bat. I had them confused for a while. And the first out is a strikeout. Charlie Rogie. Charlie Rogie, I know, an Orangeville kid. Actually, his dad passed away this last year. Was a farmer over there. Fouled off for a strike. One ball, one strike. We can move all that stuff too if you want that out of your way. Did you bring me one of these? Yeah. Swing and a miss. That'll make it a 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Rogie. Oh, well, I'm glad I got somebody to talk to. Kent wouldn't talk to me except for off mic. Strikeout. And that's a second strikeout. 2 strikeouts for Stanball. Brings up Cooper Edinger. Okay. Did you get a ground ball to the pitcher? Over to first. That is Stanball over to Little for the out. That'll be a 1-3 for the third out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base as we head to the bottom half of the first. It's 0-0.
Lumber Company, your do-it-best quality paint dealer, mixes unique paint colors for any project. Bring a sample of your pillows, curtains, or other items, and Castings will scan them into their computer. Mix your unique color of do-it-best quality paint and save the information. Need a special gift? Castings Gift Department has gifts for everyone. Casting Lumber Company, hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, supporting hometown schools and families for 45 years. Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-2611.
Orthopedics is probably one of the best specialties where you see something that's happened that's ugly and you get to see such a change when you fix them.
My passion is getting people back to their regular activities of life.
That's the reason why I went into orthopedics.
This job has been so satisfying. It is so much fun to do what I do.
You get to help a lot of people, and it's definitely one of the things that give me great satisfaction.
Main Street Repair and Terry Ham have the reputation of being the best at front-end alignments in the area. With 20 years of experience, Terry is the person that customers and auto repair professionals refer their friends and customers to. But alignments are not the only thing that they do at the Main Street Repair. They repair steering and suspension issues, install leveling and lift kits, repair and replace brakes and tires, do oil changes, as well as minor engine and miscellaneous repairs. Main Street Repair at 216 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Call for your appointment today at 217-773-3848. Once again, that's 217-773-3848.
Back with you on BC Hornet Sports. First 3 batters up this inning. Lisa for Beardstown are Nate Stanball, Kellen Brown, and Carter Ross. And the first pitch was a ball.
That is correct.
Sean Volk behind the plate. Ball hit down the right side,
nice
foul. Clark Ware, the base umpire of this ball game. Barry. Barry where? Not Clark. Clark's.
That's on vacation, I think.
No, Clark Ware is a better golfer than Barry Ware. I'll just put it that way.
Clark's vacation.
Foul or down the right field line.
Fair.
And caught the ball, so that's going to be an out by the right fielder. And that'll be the first out of the inning. Up on the left-hand side is Kellen Brown.
Kellen Brown plays center for him.
Left-handed hitter. The wind by Edinger in the pitch. Strike on it. Steps back in. Edinger steps on, winds and pitches, shows bunt.
Number 2.
You can probably see the balls and strikes by. You probably ought to be doing play-by-play. Here's the pitch.
Ooh, way high.
1-2.
You wouldn't think about somebody else out there for ball. And the pitch.
Ground ball. Foul. Just outside of third base. Be interested in what people think of the view that we have. New camera, new setup for us. And you can't tell it's getting dark. Number 1, because we have good lighting on the field and the camera's doing a great job.
Pop that foul again.
And I'll still keep it 1-2 with 1 out here in the bottom half of the first inning.
Pitches in.
Popped up foul. Still 1-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again. We're the second batter in, and
10 pitches.
Yeah, 10 pitches already for Edinger, and
the first one only had 3.
Well, Stanball only had 10 in the first. Ground ball. That's to the shortstop. Bollinger over to first. Safe at first base. As he beat it out, going to be a base hit. That'll bring up the third place hitter.
Carter Ross.
Carter Ross.
Carter's your shortstop.
Batting from the right-hand side. Here's the pitch. Ball gets away from the high.
Runner goes to second for a stolen base.
Caleb Surratt on deck. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Nope, they say foul tip. Ball was dead. That'll make it a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner at second base. Wind, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, gets the strikeout.
Strike 2.
Oh, strike 2. Excuse me, I was 1 ahead of myself there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
2.
Here's the wind in the pitch. Ball gets away from the catcher. Runner over to third. That was a third strike call.
Overthrow, and he's coming on home. Run is scored.
Actually, that's going to be an
error.
An error on the catcher. Still gets credit for a strikeout, but it's not an out. And a runner comes from third. No RBI given on that. And here's the first pitch to Caleb Surratt. Ball high. Runner at first base. Pitch, swing and a miss.
1-1 count.
Steps back in the right-hander. Pitch from Edinger. Swing and a miss. That was strike 2, wasn't it?
Yes, it is.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Just 1 out. Pitch. Ball.
2-2 count. 2-2 count. Runner on first. 1 run scored and 1 out.
Next pitch from Ettinger. Ooh, that was almost too close to call.
Full count.
Here's the pitch. Ball. Base on ball is going to put a runner at first and second with just 1 out, and that'll bring up the 5th place hitter, Brady Hardwick. So the first pitcher is over the 20, so he's going to have a day's rest before he can pitch again. Or I think. Yes. I'm learning the rules, Kent.
Pitches in. Yep.
Ball. One count, 1 out. Ettinger steps back on, winds. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. Another left-handed catcher in this ball game in Bangert. It's 2 lefties in a row. Here's the wind and the pitch. Low, outside. Or did he call that a strike?
Strike. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ball. Gonna move it to full count. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the wind and the pitch. Popped up foul. That should have been viewed by the home viewers pretty close there, Lisa. That was right at the camera.
I know
Here's
you wouldn't
the
let me
pitch.
view. You made me come to work. Got him.
Called 3rd strike for the strikeout. 2 outs now. That'll bring up Thurman, the 3rd baseman for Beardstown. Again, if you haven't had supper, pork chops, hamburgers, hot dogs, ground ball to the 2nd baseman, touches the runner, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So that's going to be a fielder's choice, and 4 unassisted on that tag of the guy going from 1st to 2nd. With that, 1 run on 1 hit, no error, or 1 error, and 2 left on base. As we head to the top of the 2nd inning, it's 0-0, Beardstown and Tri-County.
Hi, I'm Heather Henry, owner and instructor at Heather's Tumble and Tap in Mount Sterling, where we have been teaching dance to the children of Brown County and the surrounding areas since 1995. We offer classes in tap, jazz palm, tumbling, and offer an all-boys tumbling class for all those future Hornet athletes. At Heather's Tumble and Tap, we focus on fun, friends, and the fundamentals of dance in a non-competitive atmosphere. Follow us on Facebook to stay up to date on upcoming classes and events. Go Hornets!
The Mount Sterling Savings Center, a customer-owned savings bank offering online banking from your computer or mobile phone, allowing you access to your account on your schedule. The Mount Sterling Savings Center is a proud supporter of Brown County athletics. Mount Sterling Savings Center, conveniently located at 201 West Main, the intersections of routes 24 and 99, is a branch of the Beardstown Savings located at 301 South Main. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Back with you, Steve Surratt, Lisa Surratt. Back with you. The catcher just got in there, so I counted off a little bit early. But there shouldn't be many throws left for the pitcher to make here. As far as games concerned, this is the 2nd game of the night. First game of the night was won by Rushville, 6-5 over Macomb. Rushville will play Brown County tomorrow at 6 p.m. Macomb will play the loser of this game at 8 p.m. First 3 batters up for Tri-County are Hunter Ballinger, Jacob Browning, and Blaine Vortman. First pitch was a strike. Next pitch, strike 2. Next pitch is a strike, and that'll be strike 3. And that's already the 3rd strikeout of the game for Sandball.
Jacob Browning coming up, and he is out in the field. He is a left fielder. Chad's giving me my head shake. You know, Chad, you've been on the other side. That nursing, your body gets torn around, and you don't know what's left is right, and right is left. Thank you. My husband does it.
It's baseball. Strike. And a strikeout.
Out.
That'll be 4 strikeouts for Mr. Sandball. Blaine Vortman up for, or Blaine Vortman.
Vortman number.
Ball off the glove of the catcher. Ball.
Jen Ingram, in case you're listening, it's in the right field. But Jen's in Florida or on her way home from Florida, so she's probably not listening to the ball right now.
Probably not. The pitch.
Oh.
Swung and missed. That'll make it 2-1.
1-2. Or 1-1 with 2 outs.
Oh.
I got a better view.
Yeah, you do.
Or my eyes are younger.
Well, I was already calling the next pitch. Now it's 1-2. Here's the pitch. Ball high. Had to duck that one. Curveball, and I don't think it broke as much as the pitcher wanted it to break. Curveball with no break usually means somebody's going to get hit. Strike 3 called. 5 strikeouts for Sandball in the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base as we head to the bottom half of the second. It's 0-0.
St. Mary's School offers an excellent education, special activities, affordable tuition, and after-school care in a loving, faith-based family atmosphere. All students kindergarten through 8th grade are one-on-one, which means each student has their own iPad. If 5 or more students commit to attend St. Mary's School from Rushville and or Beardstown, St. Mary's can provide free transportation to and from school. It's not too late to register. Call Melissa at 217-773-2825 to schedule a tour today.
West Central Bank wishes each of the District All-Star teams good luck. Why not bank where you're more than a number? You're a member of a family. At West Central Bank, we pride ourselves in great customer service, having a friendly, helpful staff, and products to fit your needs. Visit any of our locations in Ashland, Beardstown, Rushville, and Springfield to see how we can help you achieve your financial goals. West Central Bank, banking for your future, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We'll come back with Dodd Foods. First 3 batters, Lisa, for Beardstown will be
Dewade
Gaffney,
Daphne, Tyson Little, and PJ Swan. And it's a
hits
hit
the ball,
into center field.
Base hit up the middle. That'll put a runner on for Beardstown. And it'll bring up their eighth place hitter, Tice Little.
Tice Little's our first baseman. Pop foul.
That's a foul and a strike. I want to thank all of our viewers or listeners out there. Tell you what, we're really interested in Little League because we usually have people from far away listening and watching us. Tell you what, send me a text message. Now, don't call me, a text message at 217-740-9234. That's 217-740-9234. Like to know who you're rooting for. And
nice hit to the
nice
shortstop.
grab by the shortstop and a force at second base. So that's going to be a fielder's choice with a 6-4 on the out. Nice job there by Ballinger to get that ball over to Littig for the out. That's the first out of the game, or of this inning. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a Foul, strike one. PJ Swan, his first time up. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. 0-2, one out. Ball high. Edinger already with 38 pitches. That means he gets a full day off. Next pitch was a ball, 1-2. Update my scoreboard. Oh yeah. Need to get one on there. Thank you, Mr. Crowe. Forgot to get Beardstown's one run up there. I am inning two, that is correct.
Pitches in, swung him and got him out. So that is the first out.
Second out.
Second out.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I had to look up on my own paper. There's number one.
The pitch. Oh, hit the batter. Stand ball gets hit by the pitch. Rooting for Beardstown, and it's Brody Hardwick, not Brady, okay? And we'll have to get that corrected on everybody's sheet because we couldn't tell the difference on the score sheet whether it's an O or an A. That it's Brody Hardwick. The wind and the pitch.
Swinging.
0-1 count, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Next pitch. Ball outside. Here's the wind and the pitch. Ball high. Here's the pitch. Swing and a strike. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Two runners
on base. Second inning. Popped up foul. Keep it 2-2. Deuces are wild all over the place except for the score. Next pitch. Fouled off again. Young man's getting some cuts. Foul ball. The hard part for this is stand ball. No, it'll be Edinger is already up to 48 pitches. He only allowed 85 a night. And strike 3 called. Got called looking for the third out. Looks like no runs on. Do we have any hits, Lisa?
I said 2.
2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base as we head to the top half of the third inning. It's Beardstown 1 and Tri-County nothing.
Working for Dodd Foods in our warehouse is the best job I've ever had.
This is a company that you want to work for.
Probably you hear this a lot, work-life balance. We get that at Dodd.
Dodd has a lot of opportunity.
Dodd is family.
And I love it. Dodd Foods cares about you.
A Rustic Garden ships home and garden accents coast to coast, right from its location in Mount Sterling. The folks there customize each sail by painting unique and vintage colors to match the look of the home or flower garden. They also do wrought iron fencing. How long does that last? 100 years? 200 years? Who knows how long wrought iron fencing will last? Shop www.arusticgarden.com directly to your front door.
widgets all at once. Call or click CashCounty.com to upgrade today.
Back with you on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. Lisa, can you give us the Yingling and Nissen top three for this inning?
Be Hayden Johns, Daxton Liddick, and Nolan Wearies.
All right. Top three for the for Tri-County. Tri-County being, I think it's Bluffs, Meridosha, Triopia. I think that's the main teams. I think maybe Winchester.
Hayden Johns, this is the first time he's been up to bat. He's actually plays fifth position for them, or third base. He's up there taking some practice swings, so we'll see what he's got up his bat.
A lot of fans in the outfield tonight. Beardstown fans, I believe most of those are orange shirts out there. Here to support the Beardstown All-Star team. And as we get set, the batter steps in. On the mound, Stanball. Stanball's got 21 pitches so far this game. Make it 22.
For a ball.
Folks, you just wouldn't believe how many people it takes to put on a tournament like this. Statistician-wise, we've got 5 people up here keeping stats. Then we got the tournament director, Mr. Miller, up here. And all the people down below cooking the food, serving the food, running the concession stand, and a lot of these people doing double duty, taking care and getting the diamond in shape for the second. That's going to be a 2-1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike to Johns.
3-1.
Looks the line and the pitch.
Full count. 3-2 count. Steps back in, Mr. Johns does. Pitch is there. Got him strike.
Another strikeout. That's like number 6 for Beardstown pitcher Stanball. Daxton Little, the second baseman for Tri-County, steps in.
I think it's 5, unless my adding in
1,
Centura.
2, 3, 4,
oh, is that
5,
yours?
6.
See, I can't read your handwriting.
I didn't write that.
Not mine.
Batter steps in.
Bristol the ball.
Ball low. They were expecting a bunt. Called strike.
On
They
the
said he
second,
offered
with
at
a
him.
1-1 count on Mr. Liddick. Wonder if this is relation to our Mr. Liddick.
I don't know. Next pitch on the way. Ball high. Yeah, Lisa, you were thinking about the scoreboard. Scoreboard, you can't really see the scoreboard with this new camera. But that's all right. We'd have to be clear over here for it to be a clean shot.
It's interesting because you could see it on the camera when we were down below. 2-1 count, pitches in.
Wasn't on,
it
though. You didn't have that
2-2.
glare.
That's what it is. 2-2 count. Looks
Here's the
in,
line.
the pitch.
Swing and a miss. Make that strikeout number 7.
Takes us back to the top of the order, Ben Bangert.
And guess what? I bet he struck out. I bet I got a pretty good chance to say that if we batted 9 batters, got 7 strikeouts, he was one of them that struck out.
And he's their catcher.
Bats from the right-hand side. Here we go. Offered at it, strike. No, this is Mr. Wearies.
Oh my God!
Yeah, Mr. Wearies. Yep, Mr. Wearies is up to bat. I saw his jersey.
Your handwriting and mine are opposites. 1-1.
2 outs here in the 3rd inning. Top half of the third. Pitch. Ooh, strike called.
Called it.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A wind and a pitch. Swing and a miss. 8th strikeout of the ball game for Mr. Standball. As we head to the bottom half of the third, it's Beardstown 1 and Tri-County nothing. We'll be back after these messages.
Hello, Earl Flack, your locally owned McCain NAPA Auto Parts store in Mount Sterling, Illinois. Let's talk about July savings. That's right. How about a NAPA bucket? Buy a NAPA 5-gallon bucket for $5.49. Get 20% off on 3 or more items you can fit in the bucket. Also, NAPA full synthetic oil on sale. $4.99 a quart, $22.49 for a 5-quart. Even have the high mileage for those ones that put some miles in the car. $3.99 a quart or $18.99 for conventional oil. Get the good stuff with NAPA know-how.
I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Back with you on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. Lisa, the Yingling and Nissen first 3 in this inning for Beardstown will be Carter Ross, Caleb Surratt, and Brody Hardwick. Throw down to second. We'll get this thing started. Bottom of the third inning, 1-0 score here. And let's see, Hettinger's still in there for Triopia. And he already has 49. Wingler for Johns. Meyer for Littig, okay. Nerganoff for Wearies. Nerganoff for Wearies. So we've got Wingler in for Johns at third base. Meyer in for Littig at second base. And Wearies in, or Nerganoff in for Wearies. Ground ball to the third baseman. That's going to be Wingler. He throws over to first. 5-3 on the out. From Wingler over to Nerganoff. That'll bring up the next batter, Lisa. Caleb Surratt. 5-3 on the out. Fouled off, strike one. 0-1 count, 1 out.
The newest addition up here.
She's getting ready for our third inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game.
If looks could only speak for you.
Popped up foul. Leanne Boylan up here. The national anthem voice of the Brown County Little League. I think it'd be only fair that she have to sing. That's a strikeout for the third inning stretch. I think Chad Yingling should announce that Sean Volk's going to lead that from the field. That should only be payback Or Sean asking me to do that if we tied it up a couple of years ago. Got 2 outs, and we had a substitution in the ball game here. Sorrells in the ball game to bat. Tucker Sorrells will bat for
Brody
Hardwick. Foul off. Just so people understand the rules, Beardstown is carrying only 12 people that can play. Each player must bat once and play in the field for 6 outs.
That takes some juggling.
It does. Now, when the Rice young man is healthy, they'll be up to 13, which means only all of them have to bat once. The rules change as you get 13. Swing and a miss.
Finger batter.
Ground ball to the right side. Second baseman makes a play, throws to the first baseman. He drops it. It's going to be a hit. Two outs. Thurman up to bat. Steps in from the right-hand side. Here's the pitch. What did he do his first time up, Lisa?
Fielder's choice.
All right.
Ball 1.
Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1-1.
Swing batter.
And the next pitch, the 1-1 pitch, outside for a ball, makes it 2-1. Here's the pitch.
3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike. Hit the batter. He'll take his base on a hit by pitch. We'll have runners at first and second. How to bring up Mr. Gaffney to bat. What did he do his last time up? Wade Gaffney?
He was a 6-4 throw out.
All right. Catcher's going to go out and have a meeting with the pitcher,
which was technically a fielder's choice.
Edinger's up to 63 pitches. He only has 22 more pitches before he's spent for the rest of the week. Or 4 days, I think. Here's the wind and the pitch. Strike called on the outside corner. Nice framing by the catcher on that one. Pulled it inside. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Got 2 strikes on him now. Tri-County really needs the out. 2 down. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 called, and strikeout for Edinger. So at the end of 3 innings, as we head to the 4th, it's Beardstown 1 and Tri-County nothing. We'll be back.
At Henry Automotive, they believe in honest, hometown service. They have the latest in technology and tools and are equipped for any job. So, whether it's an oil change, scheduled maintenance, a check engine light, or a major repair, Doug and Darren Henry, your ASE-certified mechanics, are standing by to get you back on the road. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690 East Street, Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road. Drive 1.8 miles and look for the big blue and yellow sign. Call Henry Automotive at 773-9066. Once again, that's Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
Banks are involved in every aspect of our daily lives. They support us as we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like purchasing that new car, opening a small business, buying or building a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. Bank with a partner you can trust and count on. Farmer State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling. Locally owned, locally operated, locally dedicated. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Brown County is a rural area, a little over 300 square miles. In a small community, you need somewhere where people can come and get access to materials.
The Brown County Public Library, this new library, will be a central space that really links our communities.
This new library is free access for everyone, all people within Brown County.
We can't do it without you.
This is your library.
Please donate.
Meet me at the library.
Back with you on BC Hornet Sports. Got some changes for you for Beardstown. Change in pitchers. Thurman will come in and pitch. Thurman comes from third. Ross will move from short to third. And Stanball will move from the pitcher's mound over to shortstop. And they threshold him at 35 pitches. So I've got a first pitch to Ben Bangert, Charlie Rogie, and Cooper Edinger. One ball, no strikes. Next pitch, a strike. Makes it 1-1.
1-2.
1-2.
Ooh, beat my head.
Okay. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fouled off. That'll even it out at 2 apiece. Next pitch, high for a ball. That'll make it 3-2. Hung that one just a little bit. Left-handed Bangert in there. Here's the pitch from Thurman. Ball 4.
Take the base.
Takes the base. Oddly enough, Stanball was pitching really well, and they took him out, threshold him at 35 pitches to make him available, and I think at 35 he got to have 2 days rest. 1 day.
1 day.
1 day, okay, thank you.
I'm catching some sign language up here.
These guys are really good. I've got a whole 4 people up there
to help
that
you.
Can watch me and correct me out there.
Charlie Rogie's up. First one in is a ball, and the second one in is a ball on Mr. Rogie.
It's just like having 4 of you around. Oh.
No, they're much more knowledgeable than I am.
Here's the pitch.
Swing.
Out in right field. The right fielder can't make that catch. That's going to be a base hit. It's going to be 2. Might be 3. Let's see what happens here. They're going to send him to third. Run's going to score for Tri-County in there. Safe.
Whoa.
Triple and an RBI for Charlie Rogie. That ties the score up 1 apiece. Now, if Tri-County starts hitting here, Lisa, as a coach, you start second-guessing yourself of changing pitchers out.
Yeah, unfortunately, you've already done it, so you can't go back.
Here's the wind and the pitch. Ball, high.
High.
Edinger up. What did he do his last time?
Edinger was a 1-3 out.
Okay. Back to the pitcher the first time. Here's the pitch. Ball outside.
2 balls.
Surratt the catcher, Edinger the pitcher. Here's the wind and the pitch. Popped up foul.
1-2. 2-1 count. 2-1 count. Winding the pitch. Swinging at it for a pop-up strike.
Dustin Netherly sent me a message, yes, and Winchester. Thank you for updating me who that there. Dustin Netherly. Aaron Littig is his dad. Okay. Littig is from Winchester. Okay.
3-2 count.
Appreciate the comments out there, keeping us up to date. We'll get to know these kids a little better by the end of next week. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Struck him out. Bringing up Hunter Ballinger. Hunter is the shortstop.
Pitch. Low. Steps back in. Pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
1-2. 1-2 count, 1 out with a runner on third. And the score is 1-1.
Tri-County would like to get this run in from third. Got it just 60 feet away.
That's a ball for a 2-2 count.
Tri-County coach telling his runner at third he needs to be up the line a lot further. Pitch.
Got him.
Well, got him with the curveball.
Out number 2.
That's one of those when you sit there and you watch it break over the plate and you go, oh, crud, I should have swung at that. Who's up, Lisa?
It would be Jacob Brownie. Browie?
Browning.
I don't see an N.
No, where's it?
I think it's a Browing.
No, it's Browning. That's my writing. It's terrible. Browning.
1-1 count to Mr. Jacob.
Next pitch on the way. Fouled off for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs. A runner hanging out on third.
Go ahead run just 60 feet away. Browning would like to get him in.
Ball a little loose there, but not loose enough to get him in.
2-2 count. The wind and the pitch by Thurman. Low for a ball. Going to bring it to a full count. 3-2 count, runner at third, 2 outs. 1-1 ball game between Beardstown and Tri-County and 11 and 12-year-old Little League action. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He gets out of the inning with just 1 run. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base as we head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. It's a 1-1 ball game between Beardstown and Tri-County.
Why you should want to.
Schedule's like one of the best schedules to have to work and still have free time.
Dodd has given me the opportunity, put it in front of me, and all I had to do was jump on it. Been happy ever since.
It's been a fantastic ride.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsville is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsville, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back with you on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. Your Yuengling and Nissan top 3, 111 West Washington here in Mount Sterling. Get on the web, ynagency.com, or dial 773-3397. Who's your first 3, Lisa?
Looking to me like it's going to be Tice Little, Ashton Guzman, and Nate Stembow, if I am correct.
All right.
But I'll listen for Mr. Yuengling.
8, 9, and 1. The Power Trust of the Brown County announcers booth. I've been really taken aback tonight. There's been no Brown County trivia. I hope that shows up sometime this week. Tyson Little, the batter. Tri-County still keeping with Ettinger. They're, I think, committed to him 66 pitches, so he's got 19 more pitches to go. He could be used up this inning, depending on the inning, Lisa.
He's ready to go. He's going, where's my batter? I'm ready, but I have no batter. Looks to me like discussing lineup. Then we're still checking.
Yep, still talking with the umpire. I'm going to go to a commercial, Lisa.
Once or twice a year, I might get the cold or a flu, and my wife calls it the man flu. So you know what that is.
What do I love about our team? We have a good chemistry. We all work together.
I mean, come on. I've got the best job in the world. Sometimes they say, oh, I like to do handstands.
Yeah, I taught Brian how to do the handstand. That's all right.
And every day, I mean, it's a fun day.
Yeah, it definitely makes me proud to be here.
This is Tracy Hendricker with the Hendricker Funeral Home in Mount Sterling. On behalf of our entire family, we wish the best of luck to all the Hornet teams this season. Jamie and I have always been so proud of the athletic programs in the Brown County School District, which was such an important part of our own children's formative years. We are honored and humbled to have served so many families in Brown County and pledge to continue the tradition of assisting families with the dignity and compassion our community deserves. Thank you, and go Hornets.
As I say, he just got in.
All right, here we go back. Lisa, we got some changes out there.
We do. Swan's going to actually come back in. He's going to move, and Thurman's going out.
Okay. First pitch.
It's a little.
What was that, a ball?
I think it was a strike.
Okay, next pitch.
Cough.
Swing, popped up to the left side. Third baseman's going over.
Not able to get it.
Can't make the catch.
For number 2.
0-2 the count. Catcher politely hands him the bat, says, here you go, you get to try that again. Left-hand hitter. Catcher's got to fix some gear there. Bats from the left-hand side. Ettinger pitches. Ground ball to the shortstop.
Bounce and
Ballinger over to first. And it gets away from the first baseman. That's going to be an error.
On.
I'm going to say an error on the throw. So we're going to give that to the shortstop.
E6.
Runner at first brings up the next batter. That'll be Guzman. Bunts the ball. Pitcher takes it, goes to first. 1-3 on the out there. Nice bunt. Moves the runner over to second base, playing some small ball. No. I'm getting accused. I can't hear hardly anything up here, Chad. First pitch is a strike. Here's the pitch.
Back to the...
Over. Ballinger throws to first, and they get the out at first base, I believe.
They did, and runner moved on. Little moved on over to third.
6-3 on the out. Ballinger over to Nurganaw. 1-1 the score. Runner 60 feet away to take the lead for Brown for Beardstown. Brown, the center fielder, steps in from the left-hand side. What's he done this game, Lisa?
Mr. Brown looks like he actually scored in the first Looks like he got on, stole the base, got over to third, and then he is the sole runner.
First one he fouled off. Next pitch. Ground ball. That'll be Ballinger. The shortstop will take that and can't make the throw with the speedy runner down to first baseline. He's going to get an RBI single, infield single. Just slap that ball the other way. Coming out of the left-hand side of the box, a left-hander's got a couple of steps on a right-handed batter. Ross up to bat. Foul ball. As that hit him in the box?
Coach
Ross
checking on him.
Check to make sure he's okay. Umpire giving him some time here to collect himself. He'll collect some more baseballs for his pouch.
Coach is saying, move out the box. Less likely to get hit. Let's go. Batter's up. We've got 1 strike, 2 outs, and a runner on first.
1-1 ball game.
2-1 ball game. Runner scored from third.
So that's Beardstown that scored, correct?
Popped up. Can't see where it's at. Foul ball.
Foul ball out of play.
Once again, it's an 0-2 count. 2 outs. Runner on first. The pitch is in.
Fouled off. Hit that pole square. Took it right back to umpire Volk. Bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Base hit into right field. That's going to get the runner at least over to third, depending on what they do. They're sending him home.
Coming in, and he's
no
safe.
play.
And runners at second.
Give him a single and an RBI. And up to the bat for Beardstown is Surratt, the catcher. And what's he done so far this ball game, Lisa?
Looks like he walked in the first inning, and he struck out in the
popped up into right field. That is out of here. Home run, 2 RBI home run for Caleb Surratt for Beardstown. That'll bump the score up to 5. I hadn't got the other run up there yet. 5-1 ball game. Beardstown up now. Bottom of the 4th inning. Went the opposite direction. Both home runs we've had tonight have been to right field by the right-handed batters.
Tailed the tape on that home run. Best guess the estimate on distance is 403 feet.
Mr. Yingling says 403 feet on that home run. I beg to differ with him. I thought it was
curved down.
I thought it was 403 feet and 8 inches. Give the man credit for everything that he hit on that ball, would you please?
First one in is a ball.
You can tell it's getting late, and this is the second ball game.
And is this Tucker?
Person after Surratt.
Tucker? It is Tucker.
Yep.
Tuck Sorrels. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2
Pitch.
outs.
Strike on the outside corner.
2-2. Once again, we're at that 2-2 spot.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We've been at 2 outs for quite a long time here as Tri-County's having trouble getting out of this inning. They got it strike out.
But not before. 4 runs were scored on 3 hits and 1 error.
And 1 left on base as we head to the top half of the 5th. It's Beardstown 5 and Tri-County 1. We'll be back.
At least that's my score.
4th of July savings are going on now at Sleep Tight. Stay cool this summer with the Breeze lineup of Tempur-Pedic mattresses. $500 off right now. Savings continue at Sleep Tight with up to $400 off of select Stearns & Foster mattresses and up to $200 off of select Sealy hybrid mattresses. Free delivery, free setup, free removal, and 0% interest for up to 5 years. So get to the 4th of July sales event at Sleep Tight in Quincy, Jacksonville, or Macomb now.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
Culbertson is the heart of the communities we serve. As we introduce our new logo and refreshed brand, we want you to know that we pledge to maintain the highest quality standard of care you expect here at Culbertson Memorial Hospital. We continue to remain committed to our care promise. What is our care promise? Care that proves to our customers that we do our best to meet their needs. Attitudes that demonstrate that we are here to serve our communities. Respect for all who enter our doors. Exceed the expectations of our patient. Culbertson Memorial Hospital in Rushville, empowering your health and healing. When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400.
Steve Surratt, Lisa Surratt back with you on the broadcast on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Bryan County sports and more.
Down there somewhere.
First 3 batters this inning for Tri-County. Lisa?
That's a good question. I'm thinking it might be Vortman, Johns, and Liddick if I don't have any changes that I haven't made.
Okay. First pitch was a ball. Yep. Vortman, Wingler, and Meyer.
Wingler.
Yeah, I got it on this sheet. You didn't get it there.
That's close.
Meyer is in for Liddick. Okay. Nurganoff should be for Wearies. Nurganoff for Wearies. Strikeout? Or what was that? 4-3? Okay. Trying to get our lineup card straightened out here. So Wingler gets out 4-3. Or Vortman, and then it's Wingler up.
Yes.
Swing and a miss. 2 strikes, 1 out. Beardstown leading here in the top half of 5-1. The pitch, ground ball. Catcher gets it, throws to first. 2-3 on the out. One of them swinging bunts there. That'll be the second out. That brings up Meyer.
Mr. Ben.
Ben Meyer. The pitch. Ball. 1-0 the pitch. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. One. Here's the pitch. Outside.
2-1. 2-1 on Mr. Ben and 2 outs.
Here's the pitch. Ball outside. Ross on the mound for Beardstown. Pitch. Strike called.
Full count. Full count on this one. And we have 2 outs.
Here's the wind by Ross in the pitch. Outside for a ball. Meyer walks. Goes down to first base. Down to bring up Mr. Nurganaw. Carson Nurganaw batting for Wearies.
Those are two names I recognize.
First pitch to Nurganaw. Swing and a miss.
At least family names, huh?
Yep. I'll go talk with the coach as he swung at the first pitch.
Wonder if the Wearies is related to Dr. Wearies.
No, probably to the other Wearies is someplace.
Depends on
the
where
Concord, Arnsville area.
The tree is.
Yep. The pitch. Swing.
Swinging at it.
0-2 count. 2 outs. Here's the wind and the pitch. Catcher tried to frame that one. That looked pretty good. That'll make it a 1-2 count. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast tonight, that the feed's nice and clear. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for the third out as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's Beardstown 5, Tri-County 1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
The Mount Sterling IGA, a small-town grocery store that offers our community the selection, variety, and prices found in larger markets. By maintaining our hometown proud attitude by offering convenience and customer service second to none. Looking for lunch? Check out the deli for daily lunch specials and homemade salads. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 to 9 p.m., Sunday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Mount Sterling IGA, 200 Pittsfield Road, Mount Sterling, Illinois, a proud sponsor of Brown County Students in Athletics.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Cassing, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
At Brown County State Bank, our interest is in the students of our community. We think it's important to reward students for their hard work. With our Hoorays for A program, students can earn cash for their savings account. Plus, the students in school will be entered into an annual grand prize contest. Stop in the Brown County State Bank for Hooray for A's rules. Brown County State Bank, 101 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, member FDIC, and equal opportunity lender.
Interested in solar for your home? Confused by the information available on the savings and tax credits available? Or if any of the options will work for you? Call Scranton Heating and Cooling at 217-773-2626 and let the Comfort Man take away the confusion and plan the best system for your home or business. They will visit your home or business, evaluate your unique situation, then Scranton's will sit down with you and discuss each option, giving personal service and planning from Scranton Heating and Cooling. Visit them on the web at comfortman.com.
Back within BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. We got a change in pitchers. After 84 pitches, Edinger comes out of the ball game, and Rogie is going to come in to pitch from the mound. The wind in the pitch. Popped up right-hand side, down the line, and out of play. Interesting thing, we everybody backseat drives as far as coaching's concerned. 84 pitches. Edinger could have stayed in and pitched to the first batter no matter how many pitches that it took, and it would have saved on how many pitches that you're going to have Rogie pitch on here.
Swans who's up, PJ, and he's got 2 strikes on him. Caught him. Looking.
Strike 3. Well, you should have started here.
Oh, and it still is. I was correct on what I did, though. It still was Swan who was up. I was correct.
Okay.
And number 9.
Beheimer. Looks to me like.
Mm-hmm.
And
got 2 strikes on him.
2 strikes, 1 out. Next pitch on the way. Ball.
One, 2, 1 out. No runners on.
Jacob Beheimer, the batter. The pitch to him. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs. Still a 5-1 ball game. Beardstown leading.
Tyson Little coming up.
It's 1-0 Beardstown went to 1-1 and then went it to 5-1. 2-1, then 5-1.
Back to, ooh, nice stop by the shortstop.
Got the out. Nice job by the shortstop. And I'm not sure who the shortstop is, but we'll take. Oh, okay. That was Edinger that made the throw over to Nurganoff for the out. And so with that, Lisa, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on bases. We head to the top of the 6th. Beardstown 3 outs away from a victory here.
Chad Yingling here with Yingling Nissan Insurance. We have over 40 years of experience in the insurance business. So we want to make sure that you are well protected. So that means making sure you have the best coverage possible to protect you financially. We do all kinds of insurance, personal, farm, commercial, governmental, you name it, we can insure it. So check us out, www.ynagency.com, or give us a call, 217-773-3397.
Working for Dodd Foods in our warehouse is the best job I've ever had.
This is a company that you want to work for.
Probably you hear this a lot, work-life balance. We get that at Dodd.
Dodd has a lot of opportunity.
Dodd is family.
And I love it. Dodd Foods cares about you.
Well, that was to let us know we've played all of our commercials we need to play this ball game. First up for Tri-County is Ballinger, isn't it? Nope. Bangert.
I think it's going to be
Bangert. Yep.
34, Mr. Bangert.
Ross still on the mound for Beardstown.
Bangert's had a strikeout against him and he's had a walk.
Pitch fouled off.
For a 1-1 count.
Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's going to make it 1-2. Banger batting from the left-hand side. What's he done in the game so far, Lisa?
You fell asleep. I already said that. He struck out the first time and he walked the second time.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Ball gets away from the catcher. No throw to first. That's going to be an error. I'm going to give that one on the catching side. The actual strikeout. That's going to put Rogie up to the plate. He came in and finished, or hit the 5th inning.
He got a triple and an RBI the last time, and he struck out the first time.
Ball outside. Runner at first base. I need to get about 3 runners on. Oh, it was a strike. Ground ball between short and third.
Nice.
That's going to put runners at first and second with nobody out. Tying run is in the hole. Or on deck, I should say. Edinger up. He had moved his shortstop from the pitcher's mound. He pitched a really good, decent ball game tonight. Got caught with a 3-run home run. That was the biggest error he made of the night. Inside for a ball, gets away from the catcher. Nobody's going anywhere. Almost had a problem there because the person at second didn't go, and the person at first was about halfway down between the bags. Can make errors on the bases if you're Tri-County right now. Here's the pitch. Framed it outside, strike. Here's the wind and the pitch. Bunt, offered, strike. Didn't get the bat on the ball. Nice idea. What's the count, Lisa?
1-2. 1-2.
Swing and a miss. Or foul, they're saying.
Must have got a piece of it.
Got a piece of that ball. I think we're going to have to move to the left tomorrow night. Here's the pitch. Popped up, right side foul.
Played another foul.
Ross will try to get him again. 1-2 pitch coming. Beardstown with a 4-run lead right now. Tri-County's got 2 runners on it. Ground ball, second baseman picks it up, tosses to second, and gets the out. And they missed the one at first base, so that's going to be a fielder's choice. Out 4-6 on the out of the guy going from first to second. Runners at first and third. Ballinger, the played shortstop earlier in this ball game. Shows bunt, offers, misses. Runner's going to make it down.
Safe.
Safe there. Runner's going to end up at third out of that. Offered at a bunt, missed the bunt. Catcher missed the ball. Runner came in from third. Runner at first went to second and went to third on the play at the plate. Now the coach is going to come out to the mound. We're going to have probably maybe a change here. We'll see what they're going to do. With that, we'll take a break.
Welcome to another broadcast on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. Today's broadcast is brought to you by B&N Trucking, Sleep Tight, Mowen Auto Body, L. Grady Realty and the Grady Agency, Cass Communications, Larry Dunn Accounting, Dodd Foods and Dodd Transportation, First National Bank of Griggsville, Blessing Health Systems, your Mount Sterling YMCA, West Central
Sorry, Lisa, we didn't get the pods up. Okay, into the ball game here. We got 5 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors, and 7 left on base. That's brought to you by your Mount Sterling IGA. For Tri-County, 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, 3 left on base. And so your player of the ball game, Caleb Surratt, brought to you by Casting Lumber Company and KLC Inc. We'll be back tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Pregame will be about 5:30 for you for Brown County and Rushville tomorrow evening. The next game will be Tri-County and Macomb. So that we'll have that following that game. With that, Steve Surratt, Lisa Surratt, good night.